Hello YouTube, it's me, it's Michael B. Thank you so much for checking out today's video. And in today's video, we got a lot of news to share with you as Evercade have announced the next cartridge coming to their line of consoles, handhelds, and soon-to-be arcade systems. It's Legacy of Kain, another PlayStation classic. On top of that, Quarter Arcades are about to do something new coming from the company. That's right, Numskull Publishing are releasing a great book on arcades called Arcade Decades, and the Kickstarter goes live tomorrow. Anyways, we'll tell you more about both of these topics right after this. So that's right guys, in today's video we got a little bit of home arcade news to share with you. Our friends at Evercade are bringing out a new cartridge. It's actually pretty exciting. Plus, Quarter Arcades are bringing out this wonderful book. We had Matt from Numskull on the show a couple weeks ago. So excited to learn about this project they're getting into. Kickstarter goes live tomorrow. But before we get into that, I want to say thank you so much, everybody, for checking out the video. Guys, I always appreciate the support. If this is your first time to the channel, you like what you see, go ahead, subscribe, click the bell for notification, all that YouTube jazz. So you guys may remember a couple weeks ago we had Matt Precious, the co-founder of Quarter Arcades and Numskull, on the channel talking about the upcoming Burger Time release. But we also had a bit of a world premiere during the show as they announced the next book from Numskull Publishing, Arcade Decades. And he did announce that a Kickstarter would be coming soon if you were interested in picking up the book. Of course, we have news that Kickstarter is going to start officially tomorrow. For those of you with nostalgia for everything that is arcades, Arcade Decades may be a book you'd be interested in picking up. It's got incredible art of all the arcades, the backgrounds, the histories, over 100 iconic 80s arcades, everything you can possibly imagine. So if you're interested in possibly picking up this book, I'm going to tell you more about the Kickstarter. So Numskull Publishing, aka the Quarter Arcades people, have released a press statement officially announcing the Kickstarter, which is going to start live tomorrow for their Arcades Decades 80s arcade book. This is coming from a bunch of people that are obviously very passionate about specifically this time in the arcades, otherwise known as the golden era of the arcades. Now, me personally, I am Gen X, but not really because I was born in 1980. So I was a little bit too young to experience a lot of these. I only came in the later stages. I remember coming to the arcade really for the first time to go in and play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I had never been in an arcade itself, but I had played some arcade machines like at the airport. I had played Punch-Out a couple times, but I've always been fascinated by the golden age of arcades, and these are the games that I find myself most drawn to because of the art, because of, you know, the nostalgia, because of the complexity of the game and the fun factor. I just love the 80s, so I'm so friggin' excited for this book, and it was great that we got an opportunity to do that early interview and basically announce that this book was coming out. So now, for those of you that watched that and you're interested in possibly picking up the book, Kickstarter goes live tomorrow. They've even got a list here of all the games that are featured. So for you 720 fans, it's there. Berserk is there. Centipede, my god, my kingdom, for a 3/4 to full-size Centipede that's actually done correctly to scale. Oh man, I would give anything. Crystal Castles, which many of us think is the next release from New Wave Toys, mainly me. So many amazing games here that are going to be covered. R-Type, Roston, Punch-Out like I just mentioned. Oh, Robotron 2084, Be Still My Beating Heart. So guys, here's a little bit more about the book. Like, it's just got amazing pictures of the arcades, wonderful artwork, a lot of detail. I think you guys are going to dig it. So guys, here's a look at the Kickstarter page. Obviously, it's not live at the time of this recording. It's going to go live tomorrow. Sometime tomorrow, you can get in. I'll leave a link down in the description below if you want to back Arcade Decades and get this wonderful book covering 100 classic arcades from the golden era, the 80s. Sure, I missed most of it, but it's still my favorite era from the arcades. So a while back, you may remember the announcement of the Tomb Raider games from Eidos or Square, whoever owns them now. Anyways, coming to Evercade on the new Giga Cart, they're going to be able to bring PlayStation games onto all the different Evercade consoles, whether it be the Evercade EXP, the Evercade Versus, the Evercade Alpha, which is coming out soon, or even one of the Hyper Megatex Super Pockets. You're going to be able to play PlayStation games on the go. Now, back when they announced the Tomb Raider collection, they said this won't be the only Giga Cart coming in 2024, and they alluded to the fact another collection would be coming soon. And as of today, we got our answer on what that collection would be. So today, Evercade announced the next Giga Cart, we assume, coming out with PlayStation classic games Legacy of Kain, Blood Omen, and Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver, the Legacy of Kain Collection. These are classic PlayStation games that I did own, but honestly, I've never played them. Like I mentioned last night during my Tomba gameplay video, I did miss out on a lot of games in the PlayStation era because I was too busy playing all those great JRPGs, but I'm so excited now these are going to be coming to Evercade. We know the quality of the console, we know the quality of the emulation, so I'm excited to play these whether on the go with the EXP or on my Versus, or if you want to get funky, you can even play it on an arcade with the Alpha. Legacy of Kain, it's a really interesting series. I've heard so many good things about it from friends. Excited to see what Evercade can do with it. So here you can see the official announcement if you're an ex-user from Evercade about the Legacy of Kain, Blood Omen, and Soul Reaver Legacy of Kain Collection coming to Evercade. It looks like it's going to be $24.99 US. Pre-orders open August 30th with a September 2024 release. You're going to be able to get this in your hands probably a lot quicker than you thought. So that was really exciting news today. It's got great coverage. I've seen people like Wario64 cover it. I know my buddy RGT85 made a video. Me personally, again, I don't have the background with the Legacy of Kain games. I have just heard good things about them, but it seems like people are really excited for this one. So another win for Evercade. So anyways, guys, that's my quick news update for today. Some pretty cool things I wanted to talk about. Of course, the Kickstarter from Numbskull Publishing, aka Quarter Arcades, for the Arcade Decades 80s book goes live tomorrow. Again, I'll have a link down in the description below to their Kickstarter page. If this is something you're interested in supporting, go check it out. And also, Evercade, in my opinion, knocking it out of the park. Is this an A+ game? I don't know, but it seems like so many people in the community are excited. I've heard good things about the Legacy of Kain games. It's from the same publisher that brought us Tomb Raider, Eidos Interactive. What is it? The Embracer Group owns whoever it is, Crystal Dynamics now. So really cool to see that coming out. The next Giga Cart, we know what it is. I gotta get my hands on these because I do want to see how the PlayStation games do play on the Evercade consoles, whether it be the EXP, the VS, or weird enough, maybe even the Alpha, who knows. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of the news today? Is there anything here you're interested in about? Are you going to be backing Arcade Decades? Or if you're not going to be backing it, are you interested in picking up the book? Is that something that excites you? I know I'm a big fan of classic 80s arcades, so this is something I'm really excited about. And yeah, Legacy of Kain, it's getting glowing reviews. People are excited about it. I'm excited to check out the cart when it comes out in September. Anyways, guys, thank you so very much for watching. This is Michael B. the Game Genie, and I'll talk to you next time.